Welcome back to Sports on Tap. I'm your host, James Laney, with my co-host, Kyle Johnson.
What's going on?
And my other co-host, Ryan Fahey.
Gentlemen, let's get it.
So before we get started today, don't forget that we are on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. My co-hosts are mocking me, but please go follow, subscribe, like, and share.
And guys, also, hit that bell. Get notified when we post. James, take it away.
I'm cringing so hard. My whole body.
Smash that!
Smash that like button.
Oh. Okay, so the NFL playoffs are coming up.
Please.
So NFL playoffs are coming up. It's going to be an exciting one. I think there's a lot of good matchups. But what I want to talk about today, or what are some bold predictions that you have, Fahey?
Ladies and gentlemen,
That's a nice little drum roll.
Colts making the AFC Championship game. They are making the game. They got to go through the Bills and the Chiefs. You want bold, James? I just gave you a bold-ass prediction. Colts, AFC Championship game. They're going to probably lose. They're going to make
They're probably going to lose.
They're going to make that
there.
game. We make bold predictions here. Boom. What are your thoughts? Because I love this.
I'll give here's my thought. Hold on. I'll give you my fucking stimulus check if the Colts make the fucking AFC Championship.
Yeah, Philip, I have no faith in. You know why? What has he done in the postseason throughout his whole career?
Have another
Hey.
game.
Wait for a second.
Hey.
Wait, listen. Do you hear that?
Hey.
It's nothing. It's
Hey.
nothing. It's literally
That's why I'm
nothing.
not looking at Phil. I'm looking at that defense. That defense is nails.
They do have a good defense.
I like the Colts, but if they had a different guy rather than, Phillip Rivers, who has actually done enough, like if they had someone that did something in the postseason, then I would buy it. But
I also don't think that anybody's stopping the Chiefs in the AFC. It's about as bold as it gets, though. I'll give you that.
Yeah, like Chiefs make the Super Bowl. Ooh,
this guy,
wow,
this guy's good.
Stop.
No, I mean,
prediction.
Yeah, good bold prediction.
Yeah.
The defense, but I just don't believe in Phil.
That's totally fair.
I know you're a big Phil.
I filled the requirements for bold predictions.
Proud of you.
And
Proud of you.
Oh, thanks.
Kyle, what you rolling with?
All right. My bold prediction, I think Baker Mayfield walks away from these playoffs with more playoff wins than Lamar Jackson.
Ooh, I like that. I like that.
I think he gets 2. I think they get really far. I actually think it could be Chiefs Browns AFC Championship.
I don't know if that's possible depending on seeding. It depends on seeding.
See, I'm very iffy on the seeding this year because they added the extra.
Yeah.
So
you got to look through that.
Yeah.
But either way,
I have them up, but I don't know how it goes. Either way, I think the Browns walk out of here with 2 wins. Or I think Baker Mayfield has more wins than Lamar Jackson.
I don't even think that's that bold because I agree. Even though I think they're both going to win their first matchups because Baker, I think they're going to beat the
Titans
Steelers.
aren't doing shit.
Yeah, everyone's like, oh, well, the Titans ran over Lamar and all of them last year. I'm like, but I think that even though the record doesn't show it, I think mentally the Ravens are ready for this.
The Titans literally, even with them adding Jadeveon Clowney in the beginning of the season, are like dead last. They're either dead last or second to last in pressuring the quarterback. So I don't know how they...
Well, last year with the Titans, we were talking about how it's like these guys don't have any real big names, but they just are coached well and play disciplined. Where this year, yeah, they don't have any big names, and they're not... I mean, they have Clowney, but they're not playing discipline. They're not playing discipline.
No.
So I think the offense... I mean, Derrick Henry just ran for 2,000 yards. That's unbelievable.
The offense is great, but I think
the defense slacks a lot this game.
Just in a one-on-one game, I think the Ravens win. I also think the Browns beat the Steelers because I think the Steelers... Even though they have that really good defense, I think the Browns beating them the last week in the season is such a psychological advantage going into it. And the only reason I say that is because you look at, I forget who I heard this from, but if you look at the season where the Giants ended up beating us, we were going for the perfect season. We played the Giants the last week of the season. We didn't play our starters. The Giants did. And I'm almost positive we beat them. Almost. We literally did.
Patriots went undefeated.
Yeah, that was it. Anyways.
Excuse me.
But yeah, no. So we beat them in the regular season, but I think psychologically that had a huge toll on us in the Super Bowl. Clearly, I mean, we lost, but I don't know. I think the same thing happens here. Just, a lot not that far down the line.
My bold prediction, boys. I think Chiefs get knocked out in the divisional round.
Ooh.
So, hear me out, though. One, I think they're going to end up playing the Browns because the way I have it in my playoff bracket, they end up playing the Browns. The Browns, I will say, have to play their best game of the year. They have to. Baker's got to be spot on, the run game's got to be strong, and defense has to be disciplined. Which, when they do, they can do that. Look at the Ravens game, that Monday Night Football. If Baker doesn't throw that one pick, different outcome. And I think the Ravens have a better defense than the Chiefs. So either way, they have the offensive firepower to go up against them, and the defense to match it. My bigger thing is Mahomes. Within the last, sorry, I got my notes here. Last 3 games, he threw 4 picks. He also set an NFL record for most dropped interceptions this year with 16. I don't think that stat is being talked about enough.
I didn't know that either.
That's a huge stat that no one's talking about because Mahomes is always known for, he doesn't throw picks.
Oh, yeah, the Patriots dropped like 2. That's right. I remember
So,
that.
exactly.
Yeah.
So, he has a lot of... I know they were winning at the end. I mean, week 17, they didn't play, but I'm going to expand upon that in a second. But, they were still winning, but they did not look like the Chiefs that, we're just going to turn it on. Mahomes threw 3 picks against the Dolphins and barely won. And then against the Falcons, only won 17-14. Against that Falcons defense, this was supposed to be the dominant Chiefs that can't be stopped on offense.
He only had a 79.5 passer rating as well.
And I think, and now I'm bringing it up to week 17, the loss I don't look so much into. Excuse me, that was a little loud. The loss that I don't really look into as much. It's more that Mahomes isn't going to play for 2 weeks after playing shaky football. I think that's going to hurt them. I think they're going to lose big in the first half, and I think they're going to have a good second half. But if the Browns play a strong 60 minutes, I think the Chiefs get knocked out.
So,
I don't know. I like the Browns' momentum going.
So that would be. You said the Browns beat them?
Yes. It would end up in the divisional round. The way I have it with who I have winning in my bracket, because I have Bills winning.
What am I looking at then? Because the only time the Browns are going to face the Chiefs would be the AFC Championship game.
No, because they would get the lower seed. And the Browns are a lower seed than the Ravens.
Oh, that's weird.
So that's it right there.
This bracket must be completely off. Then.
Yes, it definitely is. So that's what I would have it. So I have the Browns beating the Chiefs in the divisional round. That is my bold take, and I got stats and facts to back it up.
And that's a very interesting stat though. I had no idea he only has 6 interceptions on the season.
But 16 dropped, and no one's talking about that.
That's
a lot of interceptions. Even if you cut that in half, that's
22 picks.
No one's talking about it.
That's insane. That's something I'm probably going to go home and literally watch the tape on.
Yeah.
Just go back and see how many games, because that is huge. That's a decision-making thing. That's
And in the NFL, where you got to win one game, I think they get knocked out divisional round. And
they have so many weapons elsewise.
I get that, but still,
Kelsey and Tyreek Hill are butt naked every play.
I get that, but they've been playing shaky football the last few weeks, and then not playing for 2 weeks, I think is going to have a huge hit on them.
I don't know. I think that helps them, to be completely honest. They're just that good of they're the defending Super Bowl champs.
And I'm not trying to say they're a bad team, and
No. We know you're not doing that.
I just think it's gonna.
That would be something to see.
I think it's gonna mentally hit them. I think they're gonna be a little starstruck.
Can you imagine the Browns making it to the Super Bowl?
No. I have the Bills going to the Super Bowl.
We're making bold predictions here. I think we're 3 for 3, guys.
I'm liking it.
I am. I'm loving that.
3 for 3. Hey everyone, James Laney here, founder of Sports on Tap. If you enjoy our content and want to help us grow, there's an easy way you can do that. All you're going to want to do is go on any of our social media accounts, hit this link to our website, then click the Listen Here button, then go over to the Support button. Then you're going to have a few options for how much you'd like to donate a month. Then you're going to fill out your information down below, hit the Support button. Any and all contributions will be appreciated and go directly towards the podcast to help us grow.